So let's look at the worksheet that we had from last night, which was solve each system using any method. We're going to look at number 4. Barb and Bella went plant shopping together. Barb bought 6 rose bushes and 8 azaleas for $76. Bella bought 6 rose bushes and 14 azaleas for $106. What was the unit cost, which is cost per bush, for each type of bush? So that's what we are wanting to find. So cost per rose bush and cost per azalea. So those are the variables. Cost per rose bush. And I'm going to use R for that one. And then I also have on here that they bought azaleas too. So it's going to be cost per azalea bush. So for azalea, I'm going to use A. So the first sentence doesn't give us any information, just that they went shopping together. Barb bought 6 rose bushes and 8 azaleas for $76. So we can write an equation for how much Barb bought. So I would write 6 times how much the roses cost, plus 8 times how much the azaleas bought, or she bought. And she spent $76. Then Bella, she bought 6 rose bushes, so 6R, plus 14 times how much the azaleas cost. She spent $106. So both of these equations deal with how much each spent. So now that we have our system, you can easily write your matrix. So I'm going to do R and A because that's how it's written. So 6, 8, 76. And 6, 14, 106. So if you do A and R, just be consistent with it. So let's say I did 8A plus 6R equals 76. Then I need to write 14A plus 6R equals 106. And if you write it this way or this way, you'll still come out with the same solution. The only thing that will be different is the order of your solution. So you're going to have to be careful with what does R equal, what does A equal. Just be sure to write it in that consistent, like A, R, and a number. And this one's R, A, and a number. Make sure to write your answer in words. So it would be, we're not going to shout out the answer because y'all are going to do it by yourself. Rose bushes cost, whatever they cost, and azalea bushes cost. Okay, let's look at 1 and 2. Taylor and Kanye are in the running for Best Album and received a total of 250 votes. Taylor received 20 less than twice the number of votes Kanye received. How many votes did each candidate receive? And who was voted having the best album? So our question is, how many votes did each candidate receive? So we can use that to determine our variables. So we have Taylor and Kanye. So Taylor's votes. I'm going to use T, and I'm doing kind of like a cursive T that has a little tail on the end, because if I don't, it just looks like a plus. And then Kanye's votes. Now we need to write our two equations. So we'll reread the sentences until we find something that we can write as an equation. So Taylor and Kanye are in the running for Best Album and received a total of 250 votes. So what operation goes with received a total of 250 votes? We're just going to add them. T plus K equals 250. And then the next one is Taylor received 20 less than twice the number of votes Kanye received. So I can deal with twice the number of votes Kanye received. How do you get twice what Kanye received? Yep, so it's like 2K. So up here I'm going to put 2K. So 20 less than 2K. So a negative 20, all right? Because if you're doing 20 less than something, you're actually subtracting 20 from it. That's found on page 24 of our journal. It's called a turnaround word. If we have less than or more than, you're turning them around. So we have 20 less than 2K. So that's actually going to be 2K minus 20 is how much Taylor received. So equals Taylor. Now I want to put this in matrix, but in order to do that, I need it in variable equals a number. So the first one is T plus K equals 250. So I can write that as 250. But the second one is 2K minus 20 equals T. So what do I need to do on that? I need to kind of like rearrange it all, right? I just need, but I need the T and the K on both sides, on the same side. So I just really need to just move that. It's negative 20 equals T minus 2K. But I want it in the order of, the same order as this. T, K equals a number. So it'll be T minus 2K equals negative 20. So all I did was make sure it's in the T, K equals a number. So then my coefficients here, T, that's 1, K is negative 2, equals a negative 20. So now I can solve it. Then make sure to write your answer in words. Because it says right here, be sure to write your answer in a complete sentence. So do that on your own. Right there? Yep, because it was negative 2K. You see? Yeah, you didn't do the RREF at the beginning. If that's what you find. All right, let's go to number 2. I'm going to help you just kind of set it up, and then I'll let you go from there. So number 2, Chris is 20 less than 2 times his brother Liam's age. The sum of their ages is 58. How old are Liam and Chris Hemsworth? So we need to write our variables down. So the question actually gives us what our variables are. How old are they? So we'll do Liam's age. I'm going to do an L. I like to do a cursive L so it doesn't look like a 1. And then Chris's age. Let me see. Or you can do an uppercase L. That'd be fun too. And then look back. We have Chris is 20 less than 2 times his brothers. So anytime you have equal, put an equal sign over the top. So basically, Chris equals 20 less than 2 times his brother's Liam. How can we do 2 times his brother's age? How do we write in math 2 times his brother's age, Liam's age? What times 2? Yeah, so 2 times L. You would think. And then it says 20 less than that. Yeah, so you have to do minus 20. So, yeah, we can rearrange it to begin with. 2L minus 20 equals C. So then how can we figure out the other equation? Look at the other sentence that we haven't dealt with. Yep, we're going to add. What are we adding? L plus C equals 8. In order to do the matrix, we've got to have them in the same order. So I'm going to start with this one. L plus C equals 58. So transferring this equation to a matrix, you do your coefficients 1, 1, 58. And then we have 2L minus 20 equals C. Subtract 2L. Negative 20 equals C minus 2L. But we need it in L, C, and a number, because this one's written as L, C, and a number. But we need it negative 2L, yeah, because we need that first. So it's negative 2L plus C equals negative 20. So it was C minus 2L equals negative 20, but I need it because this is L first, C second. L, C. So that'd be negative 2, 1, and negative 20. Okay, then I want you to do this one by yourself. You're dealing with the two different types of candy and how many of each type. It gives you the price. So your equations are going to be written as your first one, how many, which is your quantity, and total cost, which is how much are they worth. So that's your hint on that